Preparatory to the 2023 general elections, stalwarts of the All Progressives Congress in the state have inaugurated an elders forum with former State Administrator Group Captain Sam Ewang retired as the chairman of the forum. Kelvin Samuel reports that the elders forum is to serve as an advisory body to the party in the state.
Inaugurating the Elders Forum of the All Progressives Congress Akwa Ibom State Chapter, the chairman of Congress and former commissioner of Works Akwa Ibom State, Donald Etim, says their duty is to ensure that all members of the party, irrespective of religion, tribe, or size, are carried along in the affairs of the party, which will give them an edge come 2023 general elections.
To advance the cause of the party by uniting the members and giving them the direction that they require.
People who had left APC had come back, and there are very many. And I thank God for it. Right now, what we are doing is that this thing will simmer down.
Our aim in forming this association is to ensure that we banish impunity.
Meanwhile, the Akwa Ibom State APC, in a swift reaction through its publicity secretary, Nkeruweme Nyongekere, has distanced itself from the inauguration of Akwa Ibom State APC Elders Forum by a group it described as political merchants. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
The Nigerian Army Officers' Wives Association has enjoined its members to develop leadership skills to effectively support the home front in order to boost the morals of military officers in different security operations. The national president of the association, Mrs. Salamatu Yahya, gave the charge at the commencement of a seminar that is focused at repositioning the Nigerian Officers' Wives Association through effective leadership and ethics. The seminar is also aimed at aligning the vision and values of the association with the current Army Command.
The theme for this seminar is aptly captured as it reflects my desire to promote appropriate ethics, establish sound leadership styles, and provide a platform for effective discharge of responsibilities. Indeed, past and present Nawa leaders have bequeathed us remarkable and economically viable human development assets. This seminar will therefore avail us the opportunity and initiate ideas that would impact on us positively. I expect that at the end, certain critical leadership capabilities would have been improved upon. This is to steer our noble association to greater heights collectively.
Members from different army formations around Abuja attended the event. Skills acquisition is said to be a major support base to build the national economy and elevate poverty. To this effect, Sol Agronomist Training Foundation and Dynamic Paragon Ladies, a non-governmental organization, empowered more than 100 women with skills in Apo district of the Federal Capital Territory. Suleiman Abdulwahab reports.
Rosemary is a mother of two without any source of income to support her family, but an opportunity came, knocking, courtesy of Sol Agronomist Training Foundation and Dynamic Paragon Ladies, in the form of skills development that tends to her life for better.
I don't know how to make organic soap before, so I've learned it now. The ingredients, have shown us the ingredients, I know how to make the liquid soap now.
I learned how to make hand sanitizer. From then I learned how to make body lotion. From then I learned body scrubs. I use it for myself, I also make for my siblings.
Organizers say the program is focused on training people in rural areas to enable them generate income and become self-reliant.
To produce your cosmetics, you get it. It's around your kitchen. It's around your neighborhood. Your trees, your oils, your fruits are what you need in your cream. Taught them how to make yogurt. Children need it. Instead of going to buy it in the market, it's very expensive now. They can always make a whole lot for them, for their children to take to school.
The training scheme will be extended to support more Nigerians to create wealth, with the aim of supporting the federal governments in reducing poverty. In Abuja, Suleiman Tobu Abdulwahab, NTA News.
Our next stop will be Port Harcourt. Dibabari will guide us.
Thank you, Ruth, and welcome to Port Harcourt. A patriotic, honest, and tolerant behavior amongst the citizenry, as well as transparency and accountability on the part of the leaders, have been identified as requisite attributes that must be upheld by all Nigerians to foster peaceful coexistence devoid of acrimony. Joy also reports that a cross-section of Port Harcourt residents stated this as they hailed Nigeria at 6-1, while calling on Nigerians to shun all forms of divisive tendencies. With a current population of over 200 million people, 3 major ethnic groups comprising Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, many languages, cultures, and traditions, as well as Christianity and Islam as major religions, Nigeria has since inception galvanized our way to maintaining a unified entity despite her diversity. A strike stakeholders attribute to a patriotic and sacrificial commitment of the nation's founding fathers, but regret that a lack of such commitment amongst many Nigerians many years down the line is posing a threat to national peace and stability.
At 61, Nigerians must stop anything that will divide us and promote what will unite us, because that's what parents do to their children.
The things that bring us together are more than the things that divide us. And the things that divide us are things we can sit down and discuss and come to terms with and find solutions that work for everyone.
Amid the many challenges bedeviling the nation, keen watchers say a change of mindset by the populace and deliberate and conscious efforts by all Nigerians, irrespective of political and social class, to do the right thing always.
Indeed, God instructs you, command you to do justice in whatever you are doing.
And that is why I am having passion for this country when I see things going wrong. If I see people misbehaving, high unemployment, high cost of goods and services, I feel worried.
It's only when you're transparent and straightforward to the people you're leading, that's the only way we can have everlasting peace in our nation.
Going forward, they urged Nigerians to make wise decisions in electing their leaders, as this will assist in birthing more accountable leaders. In Port Harcourt, Joy Uzo, NTA News. A 3.4-kilometer internal road has been inaugurated in Shelter Afrique, a high-brow area in Uyo, the state capital. Governor Udom Emmanuel, while inaugurating the project, says it symbolizes one of the numerous signatures of his administration. Susan Sukwa reports.
The inaugurated roads include a 0.8-kilometer General Koko Isen Avenue, a 0.35-kilometer Nicholas Ekarika Avenue, 1.6-kilometer David Lawrence Crescent, and a 0.6-kilometer Enoidem Avenue, totaling 3.4 kilometers. Governor Dom Emmanuel, who performed the inauguration to mark the 34th anniversary of the state's creation, expressed gratitude to God that at 34, Akwa Ibom State has become a model to other states and a reference point in the country, while thanking the founding fathers and leaders who have piloted the affairs of the state at different stages of development, solicited more support and patriotism from the people for continued advancement.
So, but our prayer, either forward, ever, backward, never. That's our prayer. But I think so far so good. We have every cause to thank God for bringing us this far as a state. I think today we're a model. Whether people believe it or not, we're a model. A lot of people would like to copy what we are doing. A lot of people would like to also find out how do we get it done this way.
The Commissioner for Works and Fire Service, Professor Inoibanga, while presenting an overview of the project, said the roads which are constructed with drainages were before now impassable. Indigents of your local government area, in their goodwill messages, declared their unflinching support to Governor Dom Emmanuel, even in his succession plan. In Uyo, Susan Asukwo, NTA News.
And that's it from Port Harcourt. Nationwide will continue with Roots right after the break. Good evening.
enjoy Nollywood film. Orisun, PBO, AMC be my best channel. But ST Nollywood Plus, they show the latest Nollywood blockbuster on top classic bouquet. How I want to watch them?
My pikin dey enjoy 5 children's channels. But you won't come add DreamWorks on top am.
I be telenovela lover and I like ST Novella E and Starlight. But I hear say the series on ST Novella E Plus on top classic bouquet. The Totori person pass waiting I dey see now. And I won't watch them. Sure, I go need pay 800 naira extra.
From September 1, Star Times, they summer you better package. But no fear, we no increase price. Join this offer. Make basic bouquet subscribers just pay for 1 month and then go fit to watch 3 Ogbonge extra channels from Classic Bouquet. This awoof never finish. Recharge Classic or Super Bouquet for 1 month and you fit be one of the 400 lucky people them. We go win smartphone. Terms and conditions, they shall. More value, same price. Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Arise, O Nigerians. Let's applaud the courage of Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, aka the Aggressor, for his skillful and dogged escape from the bloodthirsty bandits in the forest of Zamfara State. 3 hearty cheers also to all military and security personnel who are tirelessly protecting fellow Nigerians from insurgency and banditry while maintaining peace and order. Nigerians are proud of Abayomi Dairo and all our gallant men and women in uniform for sacrificing so much to keep us safe. We admire your courage and we say thank you. God bless the armed forces. God bless Nigeria. This message is from the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Chelsea will look to bounce back from their loss against the defending champions when they take on Southampton at Stamford Bridge. Will they succeed? Find out this Saturday on the Premier League Live. It's Chelsea versus Southampton, showing on the network service of the NTA from 2:30 p.m. The Premier League Live is brought to you by Baba Ijebu, empowered by Integral.
Welcome back. Nigeria needs to urgently engage her West African neighbors towards stringent implementation of the Arms Trade Treaty, as well as curbing the free flow of arms and light weapons. This was part of contributions from guests on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, while reviewing Nigeria's participation at the ongoing 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Lydia Sampson reports.
President Muhammadu Buhari, in his address to the world at the 76th session of United Nations General Assembly, highlighted pertinent issues that touch Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. The guests, who also applauded the president's bilateral meetings on the sidelines, are optimistic that the low-hanging fruits, if properly harnessed, will continue to propel Nigeria towards peace and sustainable development. There was concern on implementation of the Arms Trade Treaty.
I would recommend that Mr. President, since he has come back to Nigeria and raised this issue in his statement, he should direct the ministers of foreign affairs, ministers of defense, ministers of interior to develop a framework whereby there will be a West African meeting of their counterparts to address the issue of small arms and light weapons.
The president, who called for equity in availability of COVID-19 vaccines at the UN, did not shy away from acknowledging the insecurity challenge posed by Boko Haram while soliciting global support.
Almost all the leaders the president met with, including the U.S. permanent representative to the UN, the question they were asking was, how were you so successful in tackling COVID?
Climate change was also on the front burner, and Nigeria's plan to create 10 national parks is of interest.
The president stated clearly that climate change is already with us in Nigeria, and it also triggers conflict. It affects food security, drying up of the Lake Chad, youth migration, and loss of livelihood for our people.
The Environment Minister also revealed that Nigeria will soon take up the presidency of the Great Green World, while expressing optimism that Nigeria's transition to low-carbon economy is on course. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Let's bring you COVID-19 updates. 255 new cases of COVID-19, including 4 deaths, were recorded in the country within the last 24 hours, bringing the country's total caseload to 204,456. Among the new infections, Imo State recorded the highest with 124 cases, followed by Lagos with 72, FCT 36, Rivers 16, Enugu 6, and just a case in Kano. 192,620 treated cases have been discharged, while the death toll is now 2,677. Until the health information managers get it right, the health sector of the 21st century is far from being archived. This is the view of experts at a 2-day mandatory retreat for health information managers from different institutions and facilities in the country. Rojanatu Adam Sahid reports. We apologize for the loss of audio there. The Nigerian Television Authority, Federal Radio Corporation, and Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria and Voice of Nigeria are syncretizing to complement efforts of government in winning the war against insecurity. Elizabeth Omori reports that this formed the focus of the media outfit's theme as they prepare for the 2021 Carol of 9 Lessons.
As preparations gear up for the 2021 NTA, FRC and Von Carol of 9 Lessons, players in the religious and political terrains are throwing their support towards the success of the event. The latest is the president of the Nigerian Baptist Convention, Reverend Israel Akonji, who helped on collective peace efforts in keeping alive the nation's founding fathers' vision of a united and prosperous nation.
Let us put our trust in God. In Nigeria, He is the builder of homes and nations, and that God will build our land. Let each one of us be committed to seeing a positive Nigeria.
The leader of the delegation, Engineer Stephen Opanachi Moses, and his team, who solicited the support of the Christian community, say the imperatives of peace building can only be promoted when the church plays its role.
It will be to the glory of God, and then it will be something that will unify and bring CAN together. And we do pray that our togetherness will make us to be stronger.
This singular act being carried out by NTA, FRCN and Voice of Nigeria, it will bring the desired peace in this country.
The NTA, FRCN and Von Carol of 9 Lessons is billed for the 5th of December 2021. In Abuja, Elizabeth Omori, NTA News.
Experts have identified high salt intake, smoking and excessive alcohol as contributory factors to stomach cancer. Mina Ukwabasi takes a look at this medical condition.
The human stomach is a muscular sac-like part of the digestive system that connects the esophagus to the small intestine. It has a preeminent status in the system and indeed the entire abdomen. To perform its role in food intake and food processing, the stomach has a highly fortified anatomy. The human stomach also performs other extranutritive functions, which include neurological, immunological, endocrine, and hematologic functions, which harbors a large concentration of nerve cells and billions of microorganisms.
The stomach cancer is something that comes from several risk factors. Contaminated food, contaminated drink can carry the organism into the stomach, and then it starts a process of inflammation.
You don't play with your stomach. If you do that, a time may come when the stomach may have to play on you.
It is advised that people should stop high intake of salt, especially raw salt, as apart from being a catalyst for stomach cancer, it also increases high blood pressure. In Enugu, Mina Adobe Kobasi, NTA News.
Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, has stressed the need for Africa to embrace unity and eliminate every form of crisis on the continent to achieve the height of desired development. He said this when he received the president of the Organization of Military Sports in Africa, Brigadier General Mekanu Abdullahi, who visited him to give update on preparations for the maiden game slated for 9th to 17th of October in Abuja. Justin Bemunyi reports that the minister is the grand patron for the upcoming Sahel Military Games.
The Sahel Military Games is a championship game aimed at exploring the diplomatic aspects of military operations in Africa. It is targeted at reducing incidents of insurgency and banditry in the Sahel region. These military personnel were in the office to officially unveil the kits and equipment which will be used during the games. According to the president of the organization, some of these equipment are products of the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation.
15 countries are coming with a total of 327 athletes, plus the officials and other entourage. And they will stay in Nigeria here for 10 days.
Look at the minerals. It is the minerals in Africa that almost all nations that have developed have relied on. And what we're saying is that, look, if they come to Africa, take our minerals and go and develop themselves, why can't we use the same minerals here to develop our nations and our continent? And this can only happen when we minimize, when we reduce, when we finally eliminate crisis.
The aim of the championship is to unite the armed forces in the Sahel region and, in the long run, build a continent where peace and solidarity will thrive. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
Sports update is next.
After conquering Africa for the third consecutive time at the Women Afrobasket Championship in Cameroon on Sunday, Nigeria's D Tigresses returned to the country Monday to a warm reception. Minister of Youth and Sports Development Sunday Dare commended the girls and promised more support from the ministry. The team presented the trophy to the minister. Abuja will be agog on Tuesday, September 28th, for the 40th anniversary of the Association of National Olympic Committees in Africa, ANOCA. The celebration will also honor some gold medalists at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, as well as Nigeria's silver medalist, Blessing Oburududu.
ANOCA has also grown to have a home in Abuja, and the Secretariat represents our commitment to support African sportsmen and women. Abuja is now the Olympic capital of Africa.
Stakeholders in the sports sector have been charged to ensure that athletes and officials observe all COVID-19 protocols, especially as the world looks to move on from the ravaging pandemic.
The 15 West African countries also joined the rest of the world in effectively resuming sports.
This came to the fore at the opening ceremony of a two-day seminar on realigning the design and delivery of youth and sports development programs during and after the COVID-19 pandemic for national growth and productivity in Abuja. With sports updates, Tamara Ibiwe, NTA News.
We're done. Thank you for your company. Remember, together, let's keep the fight against rape and rapists on. I'm Ruth Aguele. Bye.